Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the three-dimensional frequency. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day wherever you are. As my consciousness spans across the multiverse and the quantum verse of all that there is, there's one thing that I can say for sure to you today, and that I'd like to say to you in this very moment, is that you are an all of an all, within an all of an all-encompassing God's consciousness that has never left us since the beginning of time. Since you fractaled off from an oversoul, so large, so massive, so steeped in truths of all that it is, to encompass all that it is not. Since you fractaled off on a morning so dark into a consciousness so distorted, since you began the experimentation of the reality field, of the experience of the reality field that you decided to traverse in the beginning of a time of no time, of no tomorrows, of forever tomorrows, of an eternity of experiences, of lessons learned, of fractaling into a quantum realm that is so massive in scale, that is so large in feats, that I can never describe to you in this moment in time what it all means to you and to the collective that I'm speaking to as an entirety of a whole, of a consciousness that is a part of the unity consciousness of all that we are and all that has never left us. You've just been living a distortion. And you will shed of this distortion once and for final as we ascend into the five-dimensional frequency that is incoming, that is projected to hit our humanity, to hit Mother Gaia in its frequency, to raise its frequency to its next level of incarnation of the five-dimensional frequency within the next 2 to 3 years. This is the most exciting news that I could ever sit here and declare to you as a society, as a societal whole that has been lost, that has been so much forgotten of who they are, who they truly are on an inherent level. You've been traversing an energy of forgetfulness. You've forgotten on all levels for generations and generations of evolutionary feats. You've forgotten who you truly are as an aspect of the true light of what is. A true light that can never escape you, that can never leave you, that can never be not a part of who you are on an inherent and intrinsic whole of what you are and what you'll always be as a God's consciousness, as a fractal of a God's consciousness that is so great and so grand, that is set to awaken to the energies of all that it is, to the energies of all that has never left them, all that has never left it. In a moment in time, in a moment in space, in a moment in physicality of all that you are, all that it is, and all that God is on an inherent level, on a wholesome level, on all levels of all levels. That is who you are, ladies and gentlemen. And that is what can never escape you on any level of levels as you traverse in a state of separation in the three-dimensional frequency, as you walk this path of forgetfulness in this lifespan, in this lifetime, you will begin to awaken and to realize the truth of what is. And it is an exciting time that I'm looking forward to, that you will be blindsided by. If you haven't watched my video yet, if you haven't been following up with light workers and their messages to humanity, you will be blindsided as you grapple with this information in the incoming times, as you traverse the darkness that is going to flood society, that's going to rise up to encompass all that it is, all that you are on an inherent level, on all levels of levels. You will begin to see the light within, the light of who you are, the light of who has never left you. Just know that this journey is coming to an end of times where we will come to the footsteps of a forever tomorrow, of unity consciousness, of forever love, of forever forgiveness, of forever realization of the whole of who we are on an intrinsic level, on a wholesome level, on all levels of distortions. You will come to a truth so great and so grand that you shall forevermore see yourself as a God's consciousness that is ever expanding, that is ever so massive, that is never ending. And that will be the most exciting time in all of your fractals of all of your lifetimes that you've ever experienced within this dimensional frequency and beyond. As ladies and gentlemen, it took you a while to get to this point. It took you all of eternity of fractaling, of birth, of rebirth, of reincarnation cycles to get onto Gaia's plane in this moment in time. As you deserve to be here, as you fought to be here, as you are here, in a place where all fractals yearn to be, in a place where all parts of the self would love to be, as we transition into a new dimensional frequency of all that we are not that's lost to the wind, as we step into a frequency of all that we are, in the unconditionalness of all that we are. We are a God's frequency so great and so grand that unconditional love cannot even begin to describe what this frequency encompasses and the meaning of it all to a society that has been so lost, so forgetful of who they truly are on an intrinsic level and on all levels of levels.